Mike here, head trader at True Trading Group, and on July 22nd, I'm coming to you live from LA. I'm on the West Coast, enjoying a week out here. I gotta tell you, to all of the West Coast members of the YouTube community, I do not envy the time difference. Market opening up at 6:30, waking up at like 5 a.m. And I know it's cool the market closes at 1 o'clock. You still have the whole day ahead of you, but it's going to take a couple days for me to get used to that early morning. But like I said, I'm out here for the full week, and today was a great way to start the trip and to start off the week. Beyond Meat back in action, back in short squeeze mode. Beyond Meat, guys, when this thing really gets moving and this thing is in play, it's my favorite stock to trade. The liquidity and the volume is through the roof. I can get big position size, and I mean the range on this thing is just phenomenal. The thing I like the most about Beyond Meat is that it really is a trend following stock. I mean, this stock, when it really picks a direction, it sticks to that direction for a long time, and you can very safely buy pullbacks if the direction is to the upside, and you can safely short little bounce backs if the direction is to the downside. I mean, this is just a phenomenal vehicle to trade when this thing is in play. And I've been trading this thing ever since the IPO. I've traded it multiple times. I've really traded Beyond Meat very, very well since the IPO. I've only really taken one hit. I probably traded this thing, I don't know, close to 10 times, profitable on really all of them except one. The one loss was a large loss. It was a swing trade to the short side. Just a little while ago. You guys can go back and see that video where I ended up taking a hit on it. I had some put options on the trade that I ended up getting beat up on. But I mean, today coming right back at it in short squeeze mode, and we caught this thing. We caught it not once but twice today on two different trades. One was like a $7 a share profit. The other one was about a $5.50, almost $6 per share profit on two different trades. I mean, this was just really, really fun stock today. It's definitely going to be on my watch list tomorrow to see what happens tomorrow, to see if we can get and move to all-time highs. We kind of double topped a little bit at all-time highs this afternoon, but signs are still pointing towards some really good volatility, some really good action. Today was a high volume, big range day for Beyond Meat, and we caught this thing twice. So let's go over those two trades today. Let's zoom this in. So here you guys can see here, Beyond Meat. With this trade, it's kind of multifaceted. We've got some nice lessons here on how to identify support levels on a pullback, how you can determine where when a stock is pulling back, where you want to get long. But then also there's a great volume lesson in here. And there's two different ways that I buy in front of support levels, and that's what I'm going to go over with you in this lesson, because I bought Beyond Meat in front of a support level before it tested the support level, meaning I'm getting long in front, expecting and anticipating that support to be there. And there's times when you want to do that, and there's times when you want to wait and let the support show its face and get tested first, bounce off it, and then you want to enter that position. So let me just talk about that real quick before I get into the actual trade. When a stock is showing you signs of strength and showing you momentum, that is when you want to go ahead and jump long in front of a stock. Jump long into a stock in front of support, anticipating that support level to be there. Because if the stock's really strong and you have a lot of momentum, it's not going to sit at that support level and wait for you. It's going to come down, test it, and get right back off of it and keep going. When a stock is showing you signs of lack of strength or weakness, or there is no momentum, and it's pulling into a support level, you don't just want to get long a stock just because it's at a support level. That's not a good enough reason to get long a stock. So when you're pulling into a support level and there's no real signs of momentum, there's no real signs of strength, that's when I like to wait, see the support level tested, see the stock bounce off it, prove to me support is still there, and then get long. Okay? That's really the difference on the two different ways that I look about buying in front of support levels. Because people ask me all the time, because sometimes I'll get long on the first pullback before the support level's tested, and other times I wait for it to test it, bounce off it, and then get long. And a lot of members, will ask me, what's the difference? Like, what made you anticipate it versus waiting for it to prove itself? And that's the reason. Okay, it's a stock showing you signs of strength and momentum. meaning there's a much higher chance of that support level holding. If a stock is showing you weakness or lack of momentum, as it pulls into that support level, there's a greater chance of that support level breaking. And that's why in that case, I like to see the support tested first, bounce off, and then enter that position after the support proves to you that it is still in fact support. So with that said, beyond meat, let's go to the daily chart here, guys. You can see we had this little resistance level, okay, over the last about 2 weeks. And today we gapped above it and just had a rip of a move right off the bell. This is a nice, strong opening bell push with excellent volume. Okay, and the volume was really what sold it for me and what gave me the confidence to pull the trigger on this trade. Excellent volume on that opening bell surge. Okay, big strong move. I don't chase this opening bell candle up. Okay, I wait for the stock to establish the high of the day and give me that first pullback. So there we finally established the high of the day. Now let's talk about identifying your support levels. Okay, I'm using the 38.2 Fibonacci level because it lines up with VWAP right there perfectly, right in front of that 182 level. Okay, here you got some 38.2 Fib level lined up with VWAP. That's my buying zone. That's what I use to identify the support level. But it was this volume that really had me confident to pull the trigger. Look at the difference between the volume on the surge higher versus the volume on the pullback. Minuscule volume on the pullback compared to that opening bell surge. And that's how you know that the pullback is just profit taking. It's not real selling pressure. Okay, so if the volume bars look like this instead, okay, if this was the volume bar, okay, on that pullback, okay, I probably don't pull the trigger as aggressively as I did and as confidently as I did, but it was this low volume compared to that big volume on the surge that allowed me to jump in right here at 182.40. Take it to the trade announcements, guys, on the day. Screen's frozen a little bit here, guys. Bear with me for 1 second. My screen just kind of... There we go. All right, so here we are at 9:43 a.m. Long beyond meat at 182.40. Stop loss 180.50 area. Okay, so there's the entry point right there. This low of this tail is 182 flat. I almost bottom ticked this, so I'm long 182.40, and then we get this nice strong extension continuation push, increase in volume again. So you had the high volume on the way up, low volume on the little pullback, and then high volume on that push and that break up to new highs. So on this break to new highs, guys, I started peeling profit off the table. So there's my first 2 take profits. Here you guys can see 184.81. Then I sold the bulk of the position at 186.40. So that's a $4 per share profit on the bulk of the position. And I'm still holding on to 1 piece. And we get this real nice extension move. And right up here, guys, it's where I get flat at 189.50 at 10:24 a.m. So there's the first take profit, second take profit, final take profit. This Beyond Meat trade was so awesome today. It had so much continuation and follow through that 2 different trades, 3 take profits on each trade. So it's 6 total take profits. Every single take profit for me today was higher than the previous one. I mean, if that's not a sign of momentum and continuation, follow through, I don't know what else is. Okay. Using that tier trading method really helped me stay in this trade longer, tearing out of my position, not trying to drop my entire position all at once. That's how you get bigger winners, and that's how you can really stretch the most out of your winning trades, guys, by holding on to a piece and really just getting paid here and getting paid big on Beyond Meat. It was a great way to start the day, great way to start my trip out here, great way to start the week. I'm excited for what tomorrow brings. But we weren't done, okay? Because now I'm thinking to myself, okay, Beyond Meat looks like we're in all-out short squeeze mode. Okay, we're above that last resistance point. The only other resistance level that I see on the chart now is the all-time high. The all-time high sits up at 201.88. So here we are now trading at around 190. Okay, and I'm thinking we've got a lot of room to the upside. This is a big volume day. The volume has remained consistent. Okay, all morning you've basically had this nice consistent volume. Okay, and right here, when we broke through the high of the day, right here at 11 o'clock, I started to see this previous high holding support. Okay, so here you guys start to see this previous high holding support, holding support. I went ahead and I gave this another crack right there. long at 192.79 at 11:20 a.m. 192.79, stop loss that 191 area, because now I think we're in short squeeze mode and I think this thing can really get momentum. It's important for me to point out to you guys and note that first trade in Beyond Meat was a big one, okay? You want to protect those profits. So when I'm going back into the trade, okay, it's going to be with smaller position size than that initial trade. That first trade was 1,500 shares. The second one's 1,000 shares. So when you want to, after I nail a nice strong trade, I want to come back to it. Then I'm going to lower my position size a little bit just to protect myself, protect my profits from that earlier trade. You don't want to have a situation where you make a really good trade and then you make another, you try to go back to the well, it doesn't work out, and you gave back all your profits from the previous trade. Okay, so that's why I went ahead there and I lowered my position size on this entry, and right away we start to push and extend up to a new high of the day. So right here on that new high, I just took some more I took more profit off the table. Only 3 minutes after my entry, guys, you can see I took some off at 194. You'll almost always see me take something off the table when a stock makes a new high. Okay, you guys almost always see me take something off the table when a stock makes a new high. So yeah, I can see 194. Okay, then as I pan this over, you guys can see that previous high was tested, held support again, made it very easy for me to stay in the trade. And then here we go, we break out to a new all-time high, a new high of the day right here at 12:30. Okay, again, another new high of the day. I take more profit off the table right there, 195.33. Okay, so the bulk of my position, 195.33. And this was just because the time of day. The chart looked great, but it was 12:30. We're in the middle of lunchtime. I didn't want to get caught in a failed lunchtime breakout. So I took the bulk of the position off the table on that high of day. And I held one last piece in case we started to squeeze, and squeeze did we. As you guys can see, we continued higher later in the day. And right there is my final take profit at 198.11 at 2:41 p.m. 198.11 from that 192.79 entry. Okay, you guys can see, again, here's the entry. First take profit, second take profit, third take profit. Higher each time. That's the kind of continuation and follow through that we were getting on this Beyond Meat. And right here, I didn't like this action. This is why I bailed on it. We popped, made a new high, and just bang, we just dropped from like 250 right down to 198 with a huge volume bar. And I just said, okay, you know what? I've overstayed my welcome. I think it's time to get out of this. It looks like, the momentum has maybe started to shift when I saw how heavy that volume was on that failed new high. And that's why I decided to bail on that position right there when I did. And I'm glad I did, because we did pull it back in. We're trading right around 195 right now after hours. It was just a really great trade. I must say, guys, sometimes everybody kind of has like their favorite stocks they like to trade, and stocks that they just have a really good feel for. I have a really good feel for the heartbeat of this Beyond Meat stock. And you guys go back just over the last couple months and you just look at my Beyond Meat trades, my Beyond Meat videos. I just have a really good sense and feel for the heartbeat of this stock. I really, really love trading it. If this thing is ready to make another squeeze move, man, will I be ready for it. You guys can see we had a potential double top here. Okay, so here's that previous all-time high, and here's the high of the day today. So that's why I kind of felt like I was overstaying my welcome on that trade intraday with that move that we had here that I just pointed out with my final take profit. But this is still going to be on watch. I'm going to see what happens tomorrow, because if we can get above that previous all-time high, we got a chance to see 220. All right, we got a chance to see 220, and that's going to not only give us really good opportunity to the long side, but if we start to really squeeze again, it's going to provide us with tremendous opportunity again for a potential short. And when I short Beyond Meat, guys, I buy put options. It's difficult to get a short, and the borrow fee is very high, so I prefer just the put options. But I'm not even thinking about put options right now, not after the day it had today. I'm still going to have this on my watch list for sure going into tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. Tomorrow's TGD Tuesday, guys. Chat room's open, free for everybody. Just go to TrueTradingGroup.com, upper right-hand corner, click on TGD Tuesday, fill out the form, and you'll get a link that'll give you access to our chat room for free for the entire day. Come in, say what's up, shoot me a DM in chat. Let me know you're from the YouTube community. I'd love to have you guys in here. Guys, give me, if you guys like the content, give me a like, flick that little notification button, subscribe, share the video, and I will see you guys in chat tomorrow. Take care.